Yeah.
2 years ago, you ran against Hope for in the 4th, or was that the 12th district? 12th district. You came really close, and it almost unseated an incumbent, which is
well, yeah. I mean, we tied in Monmouth, and overall, I got over 37% of the vote through the whole district, which, given the fact that Obama did so well. And Rush Holt, I believe, actually beat Obama in Middlesex County. We were very pleased with the results. And I did better than many of the people who ran before me.
Why the move south to the 4th district? When did you switch?
That decision was made last summer.
Okay.
Just in looking at Chris Smith's record, his votes for cap and trade, card check. Against making the 2001-2003 tax cuts permanent and so on, I felt like we needed to change here.
Where are you looking to move?
We're not sure quite yet.
Now, a lot of the rhetoric on your website, I was reading the past couple of days, it's very directed towards Chris Smith as the most liberal member of the Republicans in Congress right now. Do you feel how do you feel he's not representing the 4th district?
Well, he's not representing the 4th district by voting for bills such as cap and trade, which it is estimated will cost New Jersey over 30,000 jobs. And I think that number is going to go much higher, given the out-of-control spending of the government and the direction we're heading into today. He's voted for card check, which is an anti-business bill. He's voted against extending the 2001, or actually making the 2001-2003 tax cuts permanent. So at the end of this year, people are going to get tax increases. And he's voted for at least twice for energy taxes. So these are all bills that hurt business, that increase our cost of living, and we already live in the highest cost state in the nation, and it just has not been. His record is not pro-business. It's not pro-family. And anything that is hurting people's chances for employment and that sort of thing. And it's a long history of that, and that's why he needs to be replaced.
How is he not pro-family? Because he sort of builds his reputation on that.
Well, I say that in the sense that a vote for cap and trade, for example, you're going to see your electric bills soar. You're going to see goods and services that you buy on a daily basis, food, gas, to go to work. All that's going to increase, and that just puts a greater burden on families. So he is pro-life and I'm pro-life, but it doesn't stop there. I mean, we have to think of the people and what they go through on a daily basis to try to make ends meet in this state, and it's difficult.
Now, Chris Smith also has this image that he's helped David Goldman. He went to Georgia when there was the war going on there. He's done work with people who have a long memory in the 4th district, the autism, Lyme disease, all these other, not so much national issues. They are national issues, but they're not at the forefront. But they're issues that people really feel that they connect to. Do you feel that you have a disadvantage because of the work he's done in those areas?
No. I mean, we send our representatives. We don't send our representatives to Washington to do good deeds. We send them there to have good judgment. And when you look at his record on the economy, on jobs, it's terrible. And at a time when the unemployment rate just shot up to 9.9%, the budget deficit is 1.5 trillion, estimated to be $1.5 trillion this year. The underemployment rate is 17.1%, And I don't hear any talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
And yet you have a vote for cap and trade. He co-sponsored card check. He co-sponsored, and he voted for card check. And at a time when we need government to back off, stop spending so that businesses can start growing again. Businesses are not hiring or expanding because A, they can't get credit, and B, they don't know what the government's going to do next, so they're playing it safe.
The other thing I saw is that you're heavily focused and gearing your campaign towards the Tea Party, the Tea Party movement. Do you feel that more moderates in the Republican Party, mainly in Ocean County, do you think that might hurt you because they might see you're going too far to the right, not enough in the center?
I don't think I'm going right or left. I believe that we need to go back to the Constitution and the principles of the Constitution of less government. And what we see our government doing now is going in the total opposite direction. They're growing, they're putting more regulations on us, and what we need is less government, smaller government, and we need to go back and go back to go back to our constitutional principles and free markets, and allow people to let's get off the people's back and allow them to go build their businesses, raise their families. You know, I believe people can make better decisions for themselves, their businesses, and for their children better than the government. And those are the principles that I'm finding people, whether they're Republican, Democrat, or Independent, that's what they want. They want government off their backs. Everybody I've spoken with feels like we're overtaxed, and they feel like these are frightening times. We're seeing our debt grow. Right now, the debt is $19 trillion and another $100 trillion in unfunded liabilities. The budget deficit, $1.5 trillion. And how are we going to pay for this? That's what people are concerned about. It's not about right, left, or party. It's about the people and what this government is doing to us. And I'm going to be a voice in Washington to try to put a stop to this.
If it's not about right, left, or party, why run in the Republican primary and not as an independent?
Well, I've been a Republican for a long time, and I believe the Republican part. I believe in the Republican Party and its small government, less taxes position. But we haven't seen that from our party in a long time. And the only way to change the party is to change the people, and the only way to change Washington is to change the people.
Anything else that they need to know that I haven't covered? Anything else?
No, I just want to say, when you look to Washington, I think our problems are a lack of leadership, and we've seen a lack of leadership even from the Republican Party. I don't think they have been vocal enough in stopping where we're headed. I don't think they've articulated their positions very well, and they've allowed the Obama agenda of big government to move forward, and I think they've done a poor job in trying to stop that. And let's not forget, when they had control a number of years ago, in the early part of the 2000s, they were big spenders themselves. So here we have the same people who are still there today, and we expect them to behave differently. If the Republicans get the majority in the House. This is why we need to turn over that group.
Great, that's all I have for you right now. It's not going to be that big of an article, so I don't have a lot of space. But
Okay. No, and I'm always available to you.
Great.